Good afternoon, good evening, and all that. Shalom, peace, soul, and hair grease. All that. Good evening, y'all. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Come on in for a brief moment, y'all. I want to talk about this Houston mom who lost her faculty job. She was not only a mother at the football game, you all, but she also was a faculty member over the particular program for the football team and also the cheerleader squad, you all. And the lady particularly ran out on the field, broke up the whole football game. First football game of the season, y'all. I said it, first football game of the season. One buses out there, can't stand a child getting tackled, y'all, and bust up the whole football game. Flag on the play, whistles blowing, everything blowing. Mama chasing the little boy 50 yards to the 50 to the 20, 30. I mean, he could go all the way. I mean, this type of thing, y'all. Like I said, it's a sad thing to see after so much had just happened in a recent case that where some fathers was on the football field and happened to pull out an actual weapon, you all. I said it. Two fathers on the football field, things get wild. When the case that just passed and someone actually gets shot on the football field while these kids are out there playing, you all. Now, mind you, that this football game, these particular games are for the kids, you all. It's absolutely for the children. We as parents are supposed to go there and behave in such a manner that supports the kid, support the team, ourselves, and our children, you all. So like I said, I just want to go over this a brief moment and read the news clip and, the apology from the team, so forth and so on. And also, I do have a news clip and a news article that I would like to share with you all. But like I said, this was essentially this act, you all. Very sad to see, but there you have it when you got these mama's babies out there and they out there doing something that their mother just really don't understand. They hadn't seen nobody hit their child in that type of manner, you all. So I'm really under the impression that the lady really got football and basketball mixed up. I said the lady had to get football and basketball all mixed up, you all. Because not only did she run out there, the people were saying the lady had something in her hand, but it didn't appear that way to me. What she did, in fact, have in her hand, I believe to be was some keys, you all. I said, I believe she actually had some keys that possibly could look like something she was going to dump on the child with, but, she wanted the little boy off her son and thought he had got hit really hard. The young man looked like Lawrence Taylor, y'all, might I say, the one from back in the day, you all. But like I said, man, this was absolutely crazy, you all. Like I said, the lady was a faculty member and a representative for the cheerleaders, you all, and also the football team. And what the sad thing about it all is that not only did she get kicked out, but she got her child kicked out as well, you all. I said that she had getting her child kicked out of the whole league, and now he's going to miss the whole football season behind a stupid thing that his mother did. Very silly, you all, for her to actually run out there and do this here. I mean, she had to understand that her baby is going to get hit. He's going to tackle, and football is a contact sport. I said football is definitely a contact sport, you all. But before I get off into that, I would like to read my copyright disclaimer. It says copyright disclaimer under Title 17 USC Sections 107. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news report, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. It tips the balance in favor of fair use, you all. Like I said, this is a very sad, funny, and crazy one, you all at the same time, because this one happened right here in our backyard, me in Houston, Texas, you all. And I'm going to go ahead on and read the clip with you all. It said, caught on camera, a 12-year-old football player targeted by an angry mom after her son is tackled, you all. It said Houston, Texas, a youth football and cheerleader federation parent is in hot water, accused of chasing after a child 12 years old during a Little League football game this past weekend and threatening to slap the child, you all. It said witnesses say the woman was upset with the 12-year-old tackling her child. The 12-year-old's mother filed a police report, and she did call the police, you all. This particular kid who was being chased, the mother called him. It said while the woman never touched the child, the victim's mom says it's upsetting for someone to threaten her son over what should have been a fun game, you all. It said Houston police confirmed they are looking into it. It said it was the first game of the season for the Southwest Ravens, and they were up against the Northwest Gorillas, you all. The game was cut short after just a few minutes of starting because of one of the parents chasing after a player for tackling her son. It said an incident report by the Youth Football and Cheerleader Federation League uncovered the parent in question found in violation of multiple codes and conduct policies. The YFF calls the woman a substantial threat, you all. Excuse me, I apologize. The woman is a substantial threat to the environment. Along with the incident report, the YFF president, Howard Hart, sent a statement to ABC 13. This was an incident that could have ended worse than it did. A parent running onto the field after the opposing team player and have the counter effect of a child's parent responding in the kind of defense of their own child, not to mention the potential reaction of staff members of both teams. Fortunately, the staff of both teams were able to get things under control and did not allow the incident to escalate. It said an assigned on-site police officer further de-escalated things by escorting the offending party of the facility out of the facility. This particular facility does not afford itself to our outstanding access control policy, since the basically an on-field with multiple entry points, you all. So they just saying they had multiple exits, so forth and so on. And it said, and no barrier between spectators and the game field. So this was one of the things, you all, that they don't have no kind of barriers or fence around this particular facility because it's a Little League football league, you all. So it's not much room there, and they only have so much to work with as far as their concession stands and their bleachers, what would be bleachers, you all. So it was really no way to separate the parents, is what they were saying at this one particular football field. It says Hart said the woman has been banned from the YFF events and the activities permanently, and so have the rest of her family and children. Like I said, that was one of the most saddest things, because not only did they ban her, did they ban their child. So this was so important about this particular situation, because as a parent, there's no way we should be going to our children basketball game, volleyball game, track meet, whatever it may be, then we getting ourselves banned, getting our children banned, and then getting the team fined. This is absolutely insane and not correct and not good parenting behavior, you all. Like I said, there's some people that has never actually seen their child in this particular situation, but I don't know how she'd have missed some of the football practices, or she never had seen practices or never seen what football was like. I don't know what possessed this woman to actually run out there on the football field, but she did. It said the woman would need to pay a $200 fine, and so will her son's former team, the Northwest Gorillas, who was fined $500, accused of not controlling the sideline. So this particular Little League was also fine $500, you all. Like I said, that's not that's a pretty high fine for a parent, you all, because they not only did they lose one of their players, but they lost a good supporter who could have potentially been a good supporter. But like I said, not only was she a supporter, she was also a staff member. So like I said, this was a bad representation. It was not a good way to represent yourself, the team, or your child. Like I said, it was just, I don't understand what possessed the lady. Maybe she thought it was some baseball they was playing. I don't know what she thought, you all, but she was supposed to be a faculty member at one of these particular facilities, you all. It said while we weren't able to get a hold of the woman in question, the Northwest Gorillas made a statement on social media apologizing. It said, first and foremost, we would like to apologize to the parents of the young man that was unnecessarily chased across the field by the parent that was part of our organization. In no way, shape, or form was that okay, or nor is it tolerated. We have since removed both parents and children from the NWG, as we don't stand with putting nobody's child in harm's way. Yesterday was a highly emotional day, as our parents felt that their children were not safe due to the level of aggression displayed by the players and opposing parents. It said, to the families as a part of our village, we apologize for the place the guys has unsafe conditions. We all know that Little League football has long since steered from its sole purpose of being about the kids. However, our goal was to bring that back. And after yesterday, I feel though we did not show that, as we try our best to do our part to ensure that we provide a safe, fun, and family-oriented environment for the children, although we cannot control everyone else's actions. It said emotions, we want to take accountability for our behavior and whole part in play and how this was displayed at yesterday's event. It said, despite the behavior that was displayed by the opponent team, there was no reason that it should escalate to a degree or of that manner. It said, we sincerely regret on how this has affected everyone in and outside of our organization. We appreciated all of our dedicated parents who consistently are riding with us and come out to cheer with us, you all. It said, the family of the players Chase says no one has personally apologized to her or her family. They said the child mother tell ABC 13 she's glad that the YFF took action to keep the children safe. She said the priority of the kids' safety and allowing them to have fun, because at the end of the day, that's what they're supposed to be doing in Little League football, you all. And like I said, I definitely agree. There is no way that this lady should have done such a thing, you all. I don't know if she watched the news or anything of that nature, but she should have also seen this Little Talib case, you all, where, like I said, this particular man actually pulled out a weapon and fired off on the football court, allegedly assaulting and I believe killing this particular person, you all. Like I said, and this had just happened within the past month or two, you all. I wouldn't say no longer than a month and a half. And like I said, I don't know where this lady had been, where she feel like that this was cool, And like I said, this was her son's first game. Now he got a whole football season to go along, and I'm pretty sure that he go to the same school with some of these young men as well. So it's very sad also for the young man. And I hope that he's able to find another team somewhere, and possibly maybe at another school somewhere where his mother won't put him in such an embarrassing situation, you all. And like I said, I played the news clip just here briefly.
Only on 13, a Pee Wee football mom banned from the sidelines permanently, accused of chasing and threatening a 12-year-old child.
Well, witnesses say that that child played for the other team and had just tackled the woman's son during a game. ABC 13's Daniela Hurtado has more of the incident caught on camera. Daniela.
Eric, Gina, we got to speak to not only the 12-year-old child, but also his mother. They filed a police report with the Houston Police Department, and HPD says they are looking into the situation. This all unfolded on Saturday, and the mom of the child who was chased after says she's very upset that a grown-up was threatening and chasing after her 12-year-old son over something that should have been a fun afternoon game. This is a situation in question. A woman with something in her hand chasing after a 12-year-old over a Little League football game. The child running away with his hands in the air.
This is ridiculous. Like, how could you get that angry at a kid's game? Your son plays football. They tackle each other. That's just the name of the game. How can you get that upset to chase him, and not only chase him, but curse him while you're chasing him?
It was the first game of the season for the Southside Ravens.
First game, yeah.
Against the Northwest Gorillas. The game was cut short after just a few minutes of starting.
Yeah, he was okay. I picked him up and everything, and he was actually trying to shake my hand after the play until I guess his mom started chasing me.
An incident report by the Youth Football and Cheerleading League uncovers the parent in question was found in violation of multiple code of conduct policies. The YFF calling the woman a substantial threat to the environment.
I mean,
you cannot control your emotions that much that you get that upset. Then you don't need to be around kids. But no, nobody has said anything to me.
Exactly. Like I say, she shouldn't be out there absolutely at all. If you can't stand seeing your son get hit, elbowed, knocked down on the ground, then there's no way that you should be nowhere out there on that field. Like I said, it's sad. You know, it's most sad for the children that were involved. You know, and you know, as a mother, I mean, this lady was chasing her son, so she absolutely called her police officer. You all, I'm pretty sure she wanted to fire this lady up herself, but she done what was right. You all, instead of running on there and running out there and escalating the situation or adding fuel to the fire or making the situation worse. You all, she done what she thought was the best thing to do. Was absolutely get this lady away from this football field and these children, you all. And like I said, it was more so sad for the young man because not only do his season get cut short, but he was actually learning the game of football, you all. And in the game of football, you get tackled, and you know, hopefully the young man to get to carry a couple more fouls and get to make him a touchdown, you all. I think he was close to making that anyway until this linebacker right here, Lil LT came through there, you know, and done this thing, y'all. Like I said, I just wanted to come on briefly and, you know, share with these are some of the things that we do not do, man. We go out there and cheer. I mean, I think I would embarrass some of my children and have before because I'm allowed when I get out there, but nothing like where I want to run out there and beat up their coach or, you know, jump up on the opposing team people or be out there set tripping like that because, like I said, I mean, this is just time for these kids to actually learn. I mean, they actually might not even win the game, but whether win or lose is that they went out there and gave it their best shot, you all. So, like I said, I didn't want to tear too long on this one. I just wanted to go over a few do's and don'ts, and these are not one of the actions that we should do at one of these football games or basketball games or volleyball games or any type of activities that involve our children, you all. This was not the act. God first, Christ gang. Peace. We are. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you.